All right, we're back. Let's have a talk again. I want to go over some things here that I was just talking about, really not too long ago, about Drake Bell. Now, it boggles me how things progress over the years when it comes to things that, we all don't know about because we just living our regular lives. You know what I mean? I was never a big Drake and Josh fan, but my goddaughter was, so I seen a lot of it. You know, You know what I'm saying? I've been keeping, even with the shows that that I watched, I'm not actually into, but I watch it anyway and stuff. So I do remember faces, and I do remember Drake Bell. Also remember what happened years after Drake and Josh with Drake Bell and the whole, you know, the sexual allegations he was going into and everything else and stuff. And at the same time, I figured there was something going on with that, because usually people who end up doing the abuse was abused themselves and stuff. And sure enough, here it was. So just I think just last year and stuff. Here come Quiet on the Set, and watching that really changed my whole outlook on how I see Nickelodeon stuff. Because as a kid, I used to watch Nickelodeon a lot. Carissa Explains It All, Ren and Stimpy, you know, Hey Dude, Salute Your Shorts. You know what I mean? You can't do that on television. Count Duckula, all that. You know what I'm saying? I was big when watching it. You know what I mean? Saying my childhood cartoon, The New Adventures of the Koalas, was on Nickelodeon. So I was dead deep into watching Nickelodeon. I just couldn't wait until say to watch Nickelodeon, watch cable period. Because I came from a very poor family, so if we had cable, that was the biggest luxury ever. You know what I mean? And so watching Nickelodeon was something that I was glued to. And here it is, adult years and stuff like that. And I'm seeing things that I never knew about. Even stuff from Salute Your Shorts. There's a guy on there who also almost experienced the whole sexual molested thing. You know what I mean? Coming from the guy named Brian Peck, which I'm gonna get to in a minute. But it boggles me that Drake Bell went through that. Even the stories of what happened and stuff. Because I do remember he did mention, saying when he was a teenager that he was molested, but they never mentioned who it was. I thought he was going crazy and everything else in period and stuff. And but I just never knew it was actually Brian Peck. Brian Peck, because I wasn't too much pay attention to the producers or anything else here like I was supposed to beforehand. Well, like I'm doing now and stuff. But yeah, when I found what happened, what he went through and stuff like that, it it troubles me. You know what I mean? Because nobody had to go through all that, and it explains on why he, like I said, abusing other females because he was mentally and physically abused himself. You know what I'm saying? He was, and kind of brainwashing the kid. You know what I mean? And then they questioned me on Man in Binds. You know what I mean? Because my goddaughter, she was a big American Binds fan. You know what I mean? And so watching her grow up, watching the movies and stuff, and watching how she is now, I realized the big transformation she was going through, and it was like, ooh, what something happened and stuff. Something happened that that hadn't been surfaced yet between her and what's that, NRL Grande. Yeah, there's stuff that's about to surface that either someone did or Dan Snyder, the man of the hour, did, which also bothers me too because I watched Dan Snyder before he became a producer. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He was on Head of the Class. I was watching them and stuff. And to be honest and stuff like that, all the shows. I mean, I didn't even know the man even produced. I just remember him being on there, and then when they mentioned him, and I seen his face and everything before all these accusations and stuff, I'm like, wow, okay. And then they start putting these clues on how weird he's been getting, and as kids, teenagers, kids, and stuff like that, we don't think nothing of it. We seen a Bigfoot as a Nickelodeon logo. Like, okay, I mean, what else weird can they get? I mean, it's based off of slime. They slime people every chance they get. I mean, it's nothing new. But when you actually look at the accusations, you start looking at the stories and stuff, and then you start going back and seeing things and stuff like that. A lot of stuff start making sense on what on what they were saying, and then you had to think about like, why didn't I see all this? I guess we usually don't. And then we watch the entertainment stuff, we don't question a lot of stuff. I mean, we do now, but at the same time, back then we used to question on stuff. We just figure, oh, just a part of the show. Okay, boom, boom, boom. You know, 1 minute someone's on the show, next thing you know, they just up and disappear with no questions asked, no nothing. And then, life has a weird way of doing things and stuff like that. Weird things of it is weird. You know what I mean? And the sad part is there's other stuff that's happening out there that happened decades ago that we still don't know about, never surfaced. You know what I mean? We just like the whole P Diddy thing. We're just scratching the surface on that one, but we're gonna get to that one. We're gonna get to that later. And then another thing though, now these accusations out, they know fact the man of what Brian Peck did. Why isn't he being tried again? Why is he still working with kids? Why is he still working for entertainment business period if he still is? And stuff, I don't understand that. You know what I mean? And this guy, this guy was friends with John Wayne Gacy, the clown serial killer. And no one then piece two and two together. He was actually friends. And like I said, my heart go out to Drake Bell. And I say Drake Bell, I haven't watched you, I haven't watched none of your shows. I listened to your songs, which, it's cool. I like it. It's very, it's something from the heart that, I can get and everything else. So, but, it's just upsetting, Let's go to, the other problems, like with Justin Bieber, but that one, we won't get to that in a minute. This is weird.